a woman shall compass a man. Giving all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Kudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well and labor in the word and doctrine. Shalom, meaning peace. May that be unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Now this is taken from Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. It says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahawah hath created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. Right, and this, so that's a punishment, really, you know, for Jake, because Jake wants to be a backsliding daughter, specifically the men of Israel. Right, the daughter of Zion, right, as a people, is our people. Right, starting with the men, the daughter of Zion. When it speaks about the daughters, plural, that's speaking about the women specifically. But because the daughter of Zion, right, us as that proverbial woman, that proverbial metaphoric wife unto the Heavenly Father Yahawah, because we transgressed, because we wanted to be adulterous, sorry. We wanted to go into other gods, because we wanted to disobey. That's why our women, you know, or any women, you know, it's basically the modern Western woman nowadays. But you're seeing the Lord has created a new thing in the earth, that a woman would compass the man, right? The woman would encircle round about the man. Let's go into this word for compass. You know, and that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the Lord put a warlike or a masculine spirit back on all these nations, man. Because that's hints at the time we're in and the time we're moving into. Right? That there's not a lot of sympathy is getting done out. You know, not from everybody. You know, there's a big contingent of men that want to talk about this, you know, and aren't into simping. You know, that's why you're seeing you guys fresh and fit. You know, Andrew Tate and the like, Kevin Samuels, so on and so forth. You know, but who was pushing this from a long time back? It was the apostles. You know, when it wasn't cool, when it wasn't edgy, when it wasn't a thing to talk about, it was the apostles. You know, and catching hell. Oh, you hate women. You're this. You're that. You know, back then. You know, now it's, you know, people are warming to it because they're seeing, especially the way this world is going, that there's no point, you know, tucking your nuts, right? There's no point. Don't worry, baby. Yeah, talk back to me. No, there's no point. A lot of men are seeing that. You know, so this word is the word sabab. Sabab says to turn about, around. Sorry, turn about or around or aside or back or towards, go about or around, surround, encircle, change direction. Right, so they change direction. Right, the biblical order is what? The biblical order is the man as the head. I read 1 Corinthians 11:3. The man is the head of the woman. Right, Hamashiach, the Messiah Yahawashi, is the head of the man, and the Heavenly Father Yahawah is the head of Yahawashi, the head of Christ. So you can understand, Christ is a Greek word. It comes from Christos, the Greek word. So we prefer to use the Hebrew term Hamashiach, meaning the anointed. You know, but this has been, you know, told that this would happen in the earth, and now you're seeing the resurgence of a warlike spirit upon all these men. You know, and a lot of you women are going to learn, you know, through the hard way. There's a saying in Jamaica, say if you can't hear, you must feel. Right, and the Lord says it in many different ways as well. You know, salahia. The Lord says it in other ways. You know, the judgment, we were told, the curses, if you obey my voice, then cool. If not, you know, this will happen. You know, so the OnlyFans thotties that think from flashing a nipple or two, you know, every now and then is gonna keep you, you know, safe. We're going into all hell. You know, a time where all hell will break loose. It talks about the righteous, and the righteous will scarcely be saved. You know, it's not a laughing matter, but it puts it in perspective. You know, it shows you how delusional a lot of these women are. You know, they're thinking they will, just because they've got, you know, the sweetness between their legs, you know, that's going to save them or preserve them from a time where, you know, grimy ninjas are going to be unleashed. You know, we're not saying that's us. You know, we're praying to endure through it, you know, and be saved from these same wicked men. But, you know, you're gonna learn that it talks about how a man will be more precious than a fine gold, and the wedge of Ophir. You know, because he's gonna be the covering, the tempest. Sorry, to cover from the tempest. You know, you're not gonna be a strong, independent woman in Jacob's trouble. You know, and it shows you a lot of this mindset is backwards. You know, and a woman in her spirit, she knows she's not meant to rule over her man. Really, she knows that, man. That's why I said at camp, you see these, 5-foot women talking up to this, 8-foot Jake. That's not gonna happen. But this whole system is through, right? And you've seen that through the emergence again of these, so-called red pill creators or red pill YouTubers, content creators. And the true red pill, when you're using that analogy from the Matrix, the true red pill for the 100% truth is these scriptures, right? It tells you, yeah, cool, it tells you about the woman, but it tells you why we went into slavery. It tells you why we're at the bottom. It tells you why we don't holistically as a nation catch any respect. It tells us how to do that. We will keep these commandments and the nations will see, surely this is a wise and understanding people. Are we doing that right now? Absolutely not. These nations walk past us and look at these niggas, man. They ain't shit. They ain't on shit. Strung out on drugs. Being ruled over by their woman, having been oppressed by their children. It speaks about this, man. These are the curses upon Jake. Right, Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. Right, that's you clearly know that children, who are a younger species or a younger specimen of the same species, they're not meant to have any power or authority, but children, they're running around oppressing. You got young little ones literally in the streets from prior to puberty age, and these men are weaponed up, tooled up. It's insane, it's madness, man. But this is what happens when the devil rules. This is what happens when we lose morality, when we lose the metric for judging what is righteous and what is not. As for my people, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, meaning to go in error, and destroy the way of thy paths. Right, so that is us. As a people, we're destroyed. Children are their oppressors and women rule over them. So children being the oppressors, that shows that that's off. Women rule over them. They're in the scripture, they're referred to as the weaker vessel. On a natural, take out all this, government aid and all this and all that. Who, in the ancient world, who was protecting, the woman? It was her father, and that's what the whole process of marriage is. It's the father giving away the protection, the authority over his daughter unto the husband. And that again, that's been lost in translation through, this, as you call it, a Western system if you want, but really it's a global system at this point. I'm not saying that Babylon is the whole earth, but Babylon has certainly taught the whole earth this way. So you can say the Western woman, but this whole philosophy has been spread all over the earth. Where there's more poverty and the gender roles are more true to creation, you're gonna see less of it. But again, they've pushed out on the whole earth, man. But when we go, the times we're going into, you're not gonna see, woman trying to strong arm and prevail over their man. A man is gonna be valued at that time. And they talk about in the red pill community a high value man. The true high value men are the elect of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Alright, that's the true value, the wisdom, the knowledge, and the application thereof. And that's what's gonna keep the elect through the time that they're going through. Elect man, woman, and child. But of course, the man is the head. Right, Revelation 17:1, it said, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and talked to me, saying unto me, come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So all these nations have been made drunk. They're staggering, but not with strong drink. They're stumbling, but not with wine, paraphrasing. So they're falling out the way through these philosophies. The scriptures liken these other doctrines unto wine, because it causes you to act out of character. It causes you to be spiritually unsober. Right, so that's a new thing in the earth, but guess what? It's going to change. It's going to go back to the old way, the ancient path, especially in the time we're going into. So I'll leave it there, a quick hit, Salahi, about it cutting out. I was speaking for a bit longer than was recorded, but it is what it is. So on to the next video, Lord willing. All praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Shalom.